Mahadev, Saturn Rahu Mercury conjunction in Vedic astrology, which is one of the most complex conjunction. Why do these people have a fascinating mind? And what causes them unparalleled worry? How do they become genius? Or why they are anxious and have anxiety? Let's figure it out in this video today. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. What is Saturn? Saturn is fear, reality. Saturn is practicality, slow, relentless pursuit of a goal. And Rahu is the act of engaging with the goal. Okay, Rahu is attachment. The attachment with that endeavor, that is Rahu. Okay, Rahu works mysteriously, subconsciously, subliminally, and makes us very zealous, enthusiastic to pursue whatever we want. And what is Mercury? Mercury is comprehension, the ability to understand, learning. Mercury is speech, languages, analytical, logical intelligence, youthfulness. Mercury is friendship. Okay. Now, when all of them are together, what happens? Mercury is a soft, wobbly planet. He is vulnerable, susceptible in front of Rahu and Saturn. Rahu and Saturn are powerful, very malefic, pain-giving, difficulty-causing planets. We all know that. Now, this Mercury, who is innocent, all he wants to do is give beautiful skills to the native, make him or her look handsome and beautiful, make him versatile, make her versatile. That Mercury has to go through these difficult clashes of Rahu and Saturn. Why Rahu Saturn are clashing? Because Rahu and Saturn are not supposed to be together in one place. Saturn has a different agenda. Rahu has a different agenda. Rahu's style is different. Rahu is that faster than light energy who wants to give us, the fast, enthusiastic, energetic, cunning nature to get what we want. Okay? And what is Saturn? Saturn's relentless pursuit of a goal. Slow, routine, repetitive, patient pursuit of a goal. Saturn is renunciation. Saturn wants to make us leave stuff, conclude things. Saturn tells, okay, it is 10 o'clock, go to sleep. It is 3:20 a.m., not 10 o'clock. So Saturn tells that, okay, that is, you are done for the day, go to sleep. That is Saturn. And Rahu, no, watch one more episode of that web series. Oh, it's so interesting. So that is Rahu. Now they don't want to be together. I don't like you, you go away. Okay? But they have to be here because you can't help it. You are born during that time. So what happens? They are clashing. They are making each other's work difficult. I have explained in this video here Saturn Rahu conjunction Shrapit Yoga. Okay, you must watch that to have a better understanding what exactly happens in that clash. So they make each other work difficult. Saturn wants to build discipline or structure, wants to make the native a patient worker. Rahu doesn't like that. Rahu jeopardizes that. Okay, Rahu wants to make the native take a quick decision or engage with a quick plan something and let's move. Saturn disturbs that. Saturn brings in fear, practicality. What if you call them and if they say no, then what will happen? This kind of self-doubt Saturn will bring. That is Saturn's cold, fear. because Saturn is anxiety. So what does the person do? They have to go through these clashes again all the time. Now this poor Mercury, he is the witness of all of that what is happening. He is the intellect. He is the intellect who is processing. He is processing that clash. He is comprehending that. Okay, so he also becomes helpless here. So for example, if Mercury's speech, if they say something, okay, that gets denied or that doesn't get recognized. For example, he is making a demand, he or she, to their parents that I must have this much of money to do that. Parent is saying, no, you cannot have that, or that's not good, or it's not good for you. Or probably he or she is trying so hard to impress the boss, so that the boss writes that recommendation letter to the vice president, so that he can or she can get the promotion next year during the appraisal. But the boss is not taking their work seriously. Why? Because this Saturn, who is the authority, the boss or the parent, any authority, is denying the Rahu's pravritti, the Rahu's act of engagement, or the Rahu's plan of doing something. Very frustrating, and that exactly happens. You can see that thumbnail, me doing like this. So is that the sheer frustration of somebody has to go through with Saturn Rahu's problem. So the Mercury becomes very, very fearful. Even with Saturn Mercury also, when you see, I will tag all of them, all the two planetary conjunction here. In Saturn Mercury also what happens? Saturn makes the person fearful of speaking. The person doesn't want to speak unless until he is sure that he is speaking correct, or he is completely sure that he is not going to be felt embarrassed by someone else, by some other authority. Okay, probably a classmate whom he or she thinks superior to him or her. Okay, if they should not make fun of me if I say this in my class. Okay, so they become fearful of saying something. Now there comes Rahu. Rahu Mercury is aggressive speech. Rahu Mercury is fast, quick, cunning, very, very intelligent speech. But with the influence of Saturn, that also takes 2 steps back, unless until they feel comfortable in the group setting or wherever they are speaking, unless until they feel comfortable with the authority or with the other people, whom they are subconsciously thinking that they are the authority, they are the Saturn, who are going to judge them and make them feel embarrassed. Unless until they feel that yes, it is a safe environment, they will not speak. And when they speak brilliantly. Why? Because Mercury and Rahu and Saturn is there to give perfect speech. Okay, so this is how this is the same kind of things also happen with their intelligence, development of their intellect, coming decision making, especially decision making. Mercury is decision making, coming to a conclusion with a decision, right? If some other astrologer is telling that Saturn Rahu is a very good conjunction, people do many things, this blah blah blah, it means that his decision making is third class. He has not used his intelligence, which is Mercury, to properly analyze what are the difficulties the person has to go through in order to get such kind of things, which he gets in the later part of life. Do you understand? So their intellect, this native intellect, not the other astrologer's intellect, this native intellect, your intellect, is always getting this difficult grooming of Saturn and Rahu, who is making it razor sharp. Because first you are fearful of making a decision, Second, you are fearful of coming to a conclusion. What if it is wrong? What if others do not recognize this? What if others do not approve this? What if others do not validate this? My father or my other friends or my colleagues or my bosses or anybody, a businessman, my customers, what will happen? So this fear and worry and anxiety and the lifelong frustration, causes them to have a fascinating mind, a fascinating intellect, a razor sharp. That is why when they become very, very, well experienced towards the midlife, let's say Saturn has matured at 36, or they have become 32, 33, 34, 36, or probably approaching 40, or even in their 40s, they become very, very sharp. And that time, whatever they conclude, whenever they take a decision, they are damn sure that this is the right decision, and whatever they decide, they have utmost belief, faith and conviction on that, no self-doubt. All those they have dealt with before only. The self-doubt, the unparalleled worry, again and again worrying, because life has given them so much of disapproval from other people, and that frustration on not being able to get that particular thing done which they wanted, okay, or have that razor sharp intellect to conclude fast, okay, to reach to the decision fast, process the thoughts fast. All of that experiences have made them now completely experienced, razor sharp and very, very stable. Now they can achieve anything. Now they can go the immensity of their endeavors or achievements can be unparalleled, just like their worries earlier in their life. They can do anything and everything. All areas are opened, because now they have learned the funambulist approach, of Saturn and Rahu. They know how to walk on that rope without falling anywhere. Okay, so to come to that stage, they have to go through a lot of difficulty, and it's not at all easy. It's very difficult. Okay, so when any other astrologer say it's very easy, Saturn Rahu are together, you become this and that government officer, just like that you become SP and DSP. It's no, it doesn't. You don't become. Okay, it's not easy. So never become discouraged or depressed that nothing will happen. I am doomed for life. I have this, I have that. All the negative rationalization which you do, which makes your cognition, your thought process distorted and doesn't let you come out of that dark energy of Saturn and Rahu, the tamas, the tamasic, the ignorant, the dark energy of the malefic nature of Rahu or Saturn. Remove that by having a healthy thought process, a positive thought process. Okay, because all these are bound to change, and you are bound to learn that balance which I spoke about. It has to happen. The Shrapit Yoga, the Shrap, the curse, has an expiry date. Okay, so that expiry date is within in your own lifetime, not after your demise. Within your own lifetime, that Shrap, that disbalance, that chaos has to expire, and that the stability has to come. Okay, so this is very powerful. It makes one a very intelligent person, and I am sure you will understand all of this what I explained. Okay, and will give me a like here. All right, so please subscribe, and if you want to consult, go to my website down below, www.astroraja8.com. I'll see you in the next one. Har Har Mahadev.